Hello, this is Michael Silva. In this episode, we're going to talk about the three types of business structures commonly used when setting up a security consulting practice. A business structure refers to how the business is organized from a legal standpoint. This determines how the business is managed, how it pays taxes, and the amount of legal liability that the business owners have for the actions or inactions of the business. There are three types of business structures that are commonly used to establish a consulting practice. These are the sole proprietorship, the partnership, and the limited liability company, LLC. Here is a brief rundown on each type of business structure. Sole proprietorship. The sole proprietorship is the easiest and least expensive to set up, usually only requiring that the business get the licenses necessary to operate in the cities and states in which they intend to work. The business owner has complete autonomy on the way that the business is operated and can make all decisions on their own. The income generated by the business is reported on the owner's personal income tax return, and there is no need to file a separate income tax return for the business itself. The primary downside of the sole proprietorship is liability. The business owner remains personally liable for all debts and obligations of the business. Being a sole proprietor may also limit your options for bringing in outside investors to raise capital. Partnership. A partnership can be formed when two or more consultants decide to go into business together. Partnerships can be equal, with each partner owning the same stake in the business, or unequal, with each partner owning different stakes in the business. Managing a partnership is more difficult than managing a sole proprietorship, as all partners generally must have a voice in the decision-making process. Partnerships are relatively easy and inexpensive to establish, often by creating a simple partnership agreement that specifies the roles and responsibilities of each partner. Partnerships share most of the same advantages and disadvantages of a sole proprietorship, with the appropriate share of income being reported jointly on each partner's tax return and liability being jointly shared by all partners. Limited Liability Company. A limited liability company, more commonly known as an LLC, is a type of business structure that provides many of the benefits of a sole proprietorship or partnership, while at the same time offering protection of the business owner's personal assets from business liabilities. LLCs are created at the state level by filing a registration. Each state has different registration procedures, regulations, fees, and taxes for LLCs. While it is most common to hire an attorney to create an LLC, in some states it is possible for the business owner to do it themselves using an online registration process. There are also numerous online services that can be used to help you establish an LLC for a fee. LLCs can be formed by a single business owner or multiple owners. Owners of an LLC are known as members. The primary benefit of an LLC is liability protection. Members are generally not personally liable for business liabilities or debts. LLCs also offer flexibility in the way that the company is taxed and the way that it is managed. The downside of an LLC is that it is more expensive to set up and maintained compared to a sole proprietorship or partnership, as it involves paying annual fees and regularly filing compliance documents. Also, if you intend to operate outside of the state in which you are located, the law may require that you register your LLC as a foreign entity in the other states in which you do business. If you do business in many states, this can involve a significant amount of time and expense. There are two other business structures that can be used to establish a consulting practice. These include the S corporation and the C corporation. These business structures are most commonly used when establishing a larger consulting business or seeking funding from outside investors. I will not be discussing these business structures as they would not commonly be used by someone just starting out as an independent consultant. Most independent security consultants that I know operate as either a sole proprietorship or as an LLC. It is highly recommended that you consult with both a lawyer and an accountant before choosing the business structure that you use. This is one case when trying to do everything on your own can be a costly mistake. The liability protection offered by an LLC can be weakened if the proper procedures are not followed when entering into business arrangements and signing contracts. If you are forming an LLC, ask your attorney to carefully explain the correct procedures and have them review any contracts that you do not completely understand.